everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Rima, and I'm back with another guidance session. This is going to be a coffee cup reading for the month of February 2023 for anyone who has Sun, Moon, or Rising in the sign of Virgo. So, if you're a Virgo or you're a cusp watcher and someone who's very dear to your heart is a Virgo and you would like to know how February is going to be manifested for them, this is the video that you might want to watch. I wanted to thank you all for supporting my channel. Those of you who have been with me for a while, or if you just have spotted this video and you just joined the channel, hello and welcome and thank you. If you're interested in my work, please subscribe to my channel if you like. And there are more videos that you can watch in the playlist that I have organized based on the zodiac signs, or there are some timeless readings that they're also organized and you can watch them whenever you are guided to. With that, let's start the reading. Let's see what kind of messages we're going to receive for February 2023 for Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. If you have a specific intent, like question, have it present in your mind. If you want to get clarity on something, this is a general reading for everyone, so the collective energy is very present. So just set your intention and let's see what is coming for us we go in the February month of February. There's something, be careful, there might be something that is shown to you upside down. You might be presented with a situation that you're not very clear about, or you might not have the vision that you need to have to make a decision. You might be surprised something might be presented to you upside down. That's what I can see right now, and from the here from the cup, and I can we'll see how the reading moves forward as we continue, but that's what I just saw. So try to evaluate the situation, and before making any serious decision, something, I mean, do some digging and try to not make a quick decision. I mean, make some time for progress or for analysis of the situation. There are two things that you uh, think they're obstacles. There are two roadblocks that you think that you are facing, but in reality, you can easily jump over them. I see you have I mean, the signs that are showing me, the signals are showing me that you are able to jump from these two roadblocks. But at the moment, you're exaggerating. Again, that brings me. Maybe that's what I saw in the beginning. You are not making a right assessment. I don't want to say judgment, but assessment about something, and you're maybe postponing. You're trying to find a step, a different way, an alternative. But I don't think you need to. You can easily go from the path that you have already like planned. So I don't think if you necessarily need to change your plan. Definitely there is a gift coming for you, and maybe someone is watching from China. If that's the case, hello. Something from China, or you might receive a gift from China, or specifically a jewelry or gold, or maybe the price of gold, or maybe with the new year, the price of gold, the basically lunar new year in February, maybe the price of gold goes up. But some news or something with this time with gold is happening in China. I see definitely you have a beautiful Valentine's Day. I see for two people at least, or for you. I mean, you're watching. You might have two occasions to celebrate Valentine's. Maybe once like via Zoom or social media, and one is in person celebration or face-to-face talk. I see that you guys are even hugging. Maybe they send you flowers and then you meet each other or you see each other face-to-face. But there's two steps, two celebrations. Maybe some of you celebrate with two different people, I don't know. You're some of you with that love and with romance, I see you're standing on the top of the world. Some of you are hugging your soulmate, the person that you really want to. I see your life and romance, things are going very well. You might be very happy after some issues that you had, some maybe past dramas in love, or some losses that you experienced. Now is beginning of opening of beautiful energies in your love life. But be careful about the jealous people. Some people might not be happy for you. Some people, I mean, don't share everything. I don't know. Try to know who your audience is. Don't share everything on their social media. I see a little bit of jealousy about you. Some energies that can be, I don't want to say negative, but they can have some effects and things might get out of your control, because maybe some people are, they don't even want to, but they can influence your happiness. That's all I want to say. Again, someone is planning already for that day, or the date day, or the Valentine's Day. Probably they're already meeting. Maybe it's going to be a proposal. For some of you, it's actually, I see you are in the middle of a crowd. Maybe something happens in Valentine's Day, you go for a concert or party, and if maybe at that time some people propose to their partners, maybe more than one person, because I see like there's a lovely, lovely situation, and many people are there. I see couples, I see dancing, roses, and gifts, and love everywhere. That's very nice. If you're pregnant, I see you might be expecting a boy. Someone is really asking questions. With your love life, I see that you're very happy. So I think now I can elaborate on what I saw in the beginning on the bottom of the cup. You might feel like something is going very well in your life. I can relate it to your love life, or it could be business or whatever, or like finances. You think because you started a new relationship, a new position, something which is very good, something that you always wanted, and you're so happy about it. You're at the top of the world, but there's another person who, I don't know if it's like someone who you used to work with, you used to be with, they are still having their eyes and they have not completely be out of your life. So try to not mm, exaggerate things, and as much as you can, try to protect your life, your love life, whatever you can. But I see that you're very happy. I see that you're F. I see a Leo for sure. You might be in love with a Leo, or I see that you can have a lot of strength in the Leo season. Some of you are thinking or having a big, big plan, like in, like, I don't know if you do any kind of invention or some kind of big planning. Maybe you do coding or with computer languages. There is some money which is coming in your hand more than you thought, and so I see that I can feel the word fantastic. Something is going to be great. Then you might get the reward of your work. Maybe you spend a lot of time in front of the computer, or you have been working so hard alone. Maybe you didn't go to parties, maybe you didn't go anywhere, and you just were focusing on a problem or focusing on a project. I don't know, on something you spend a lot of times. Maybe some of you wrote a book, and now from that is coming a lot of a blessing, a lot of blessings is coming into your life. I see education. Some people might go back to school, or maybe take some classes online. Um, Someone needs to be educated. I see education. Some, I don't know, maybe it comes in the topic of education comes in the topic of the news again somehow. But some of you might we go think about going back to school or starting a course or taking an online class. For some of you, there's a little bit of bitterness in your love and relationship. Maybe you're not talking to your spouse, or you are giving each other a cold shoulder. I see it temporary, but I see that for some people, maybe you stop talking and then you go back together. But this keeps happening a lot, over and over, and it's getting exhausting, and it's getting exhausting for yourself, for you too, and for all the people around you. Again, I see the third party. I see a couple here, and I see a third party watching them. Specifically, the third party is a female. She's still focused on that person, on the male energy. So I, again, it is the this energy, but again, it's not for everyone. As you know, this is a general reading. I see letter J. There's a signature, but this third party person, she or I see them as a female energy. She's on the edge of leaving. So if you hang on a little bit and don't do anything weird, they might go back. They might go find their own happiness somewhere else. So just be a little bit cautious about what you post on the social media, what you communicate, what you put out there. Just a little bit of not warning but a guidance on that is shown, because things can move around, things can be changed, and there might be someone who cry. There might be that this person, the third person or your ex or whatever it is, calls you and cry on the phone. They might give themselves this last chance to talk to you, or it might happen for your partner. And for some reason, just I'm saying this could like this person might cry or play a victim, and this might change the arrangements in your relationship. So we go be careful about that. And again, it's not happening for everyone. I'm just saying this for anyone who needs to hear this, and this applies to them. Someone is buying a long boot, like a rider boot. Again, love is here in the air. Someone might have swelling in their legs. I don't know if you're standing so much, but there might be some issues with your leg. You have maybe done so much work and then you're tired. I see walnuts, so you need to be a little bit more, or you have been very critical. Maybe some of you write judgments or critics for something. People tell you you're judgmental. Some of you, you have to change some of your habits. Maybe you have to eat healthier or start a new nutrition or a new diet, something that is very healthy for you. You need to stop some sort of maybe behavior because I see your body is not responding. Some of you are taking some responsibilities, which is more than you can handle. I see someone is boxing or practicing boxing. Um, there's news coming in layers, like step by step. I see layers for you, Virgo. In general, the energy is calm. In general, I see you very happy. You might buy gold or silver, as I said, or maybe for the new lunar year, you go to some countries that they very much celebrate it, or you might go to celebrations for the lunar year, or this lunar year is going to be you very much changes or differences, or something might happen, something around those times when we have the new lunar year might happen, or someone comes into your life. But I see new boots, new white boots. Someone might buy new white boots. If you have maybe someone doesn't have a right boots for winter and that's why their leg is sweating. I don't know. Prayer is there for you. Definitely, if you pray, it's going to be heard. Some of you are going through some spiritual growth or spiritual expansion. That's what I see. For other people, I can see that you're in front of a gravestone. I see that you put some darkness or some dead stories from the past or the darkness in the grave, and you're saying goodbye. You're leaving, and this is actually very good. I see a release of. It can also be paging and healing from something that maybe a sickness. If you have been sick or someone that is very close to your heart is sick, they will recover, and there's definitely some um, detachment from something that was not helping. Money is coming in your hand, in your bank account more than you expected. You might receive tips. If you have your own business, you might receive more customers. I see you in this situation. For female energy, there might be some turbulence in the news that you hear, or you're worried about some people who are far from you. Specifically, if you're far from your family and they're traveling to you. Again, I feel the China. I don't know why I sense something from China. If they're traveling or they're stuck there, you're very worried about them. A female energy is very worried about her parents or their friends or family or something, because I see those people in a boat and they're stuck in the mud and things are not moving fast. Again, it doesn't mean that people are going to be stuck in mud while they're on a boat. That's not what I mean. I see that energetically, that maybe some things are not moving as they should. The energies are very sticky for some, but this is not for our Virgo. This is for their relatives or some people that they care for, because the Virgo is very upset and she's waiting for news, and there's some turbulence, there's no news, maybe there's disruption in the internet or services, and there's somehow, but I see that things will clear out. You just have to give some time, but there's anxiety around that. If someone is traveling by boat specifically, I don't know, they should be careful. um I see an Aquarius that might enter your life, or they might leave your life, or maybe something happened during the time of Aquarius that um it was not pleasant for you to say goodbye, but you had to, and that was divine, and it was planned, so you're fine with it now. You're just, I think I see you can definitely can get over it, and that's what I saw. There is something that you feel like a roadblock, and you think you can pass over it, and you can come into terms with it, but you certainly can. So it can be breakups, it can be health issues, it can be losing someone, something, separations, but Or it could be just some work that you need to do, some decisions you need to make, and you think you can't. Just give it some time. February is a little bit going slower for you. In general, the time is going slow for you because you are stuck with some decisions that you have to make. You're unsure of what you have to do. But I see in this situation, if you specifically live somewhere which you experience cold winters, try to keep warm. You might receive a lot of actually snow. There's some or something, maybe like there is a dog or a wild animal that comes to your home and you have to like remove them, like you have to scare them. There might be something that you need to show some physical reaction to remove that from your surrounding, from or the images from you. Some of you are going to have a lot of joy visiting someone. I see you two are running towards each other, and maybe in the airport, maybe somewhere, and maybe you go back. Maybe your siblings. I see two female and one male, or maybe two female are seeing each other after a long time. But you might have blood relation. It might be like cousin, maybe mother, daughter, or siblings for most parts. You might run to each other and see each other. Maybe when someone is released from the hospital or maybe prison, but it's actually very nice. Someone is deciding to recycle their waste, maybe the bottles or stuff like that. Somewhere, maybe you're moving somewhere that there's restrictions for recycling. It is actually maybe can be a reality in real life, and it also can be in energy. You have to. You're thinking about recycling. I don't see any wasteful energy around you, but I see that you can recycle maybe about your time. You can be better planning with your time. While you're doing something, while you're waiting for something, you can do something else. Drink hot water or herbal tea or whatever you like. If it's very cold, if specifically you're, because I see you're not very much hydrated, someone might had a heartache or again a heart broken maybe situation that they experience. I see a young queen here. We might have news about a queen or about a lady or something like that in the news. Um, if you've passed, like if you lost a father figure, a gentleman, male, a partner in your life, if they passed away, their spirit is very close to you. They're still watching you, or if even if they didn't pass recently, but in in general, I can say that they're present. If you are missing them, again, it's for some people. Uh, they are in peace. I can tell you. They want you to know that they are in peace, and they are not worried for you, but they're watching you. They're still here. They're still around you and watching you, and they're aware of everything you're doing. I see you will get into peace. Maybe you have been in a lockdown somehow, or somehow you were isolated, but you'll be released from, or maybe emotionally you were not very available, or people were not very available for you. But I see that release happening for you. I see a bird flying in the sky in total peace, very nice energy. You might buy or receive something very valuable. It could be an antique that you might find somewhere in a store, or like in a used store, or in a trade store, or in your like I don't know, like in a second hand store, something that you don't pay much for it, but you find later that, oh, this is actually pricey. It is that you find out that it's actually pricey, or it's really means a lot to you and you like it. It could be a statue of a bed that actually you might find out that is very pricey somehow. Some of you might travel or move to a very big city with tall, tall buildings, and you would enjoy it. You might think about living there, moving there, and it could happen for some of you. If you are thinking of moving to a different place, you have the opportunity this year, maybe the second half of the year, but you need to take your belongings. You need to basically plan very well. I see a beautiful flame in. I felt the energy of coldness in the beginning of this when I looked at the cup, but now I feel a warmth and I see a beautiful flame of energy. Something gives you a lot of hope by the mid of this year. How I can relate it to, like, if you are disappointed, if you are lonely, if you are out of a relationship, out of a job, if you lost someone, if someone passed away, if something bad happened to you, and now your heart is cold, you are not very, you're not on the shape that you want it to be, things are going to change. There's going to something is going to happen to you, maybe a trip, maybe an invitation, maybe meeting someone that's going to open a totally different door at a totally different place for you. It's going to transfer you to a different location, this event which is happening, and you'll be very happy. I see someone that goes on a hill and they can see the view of the city. Maybe you take some time and you want to go sit there on that view of over the hill and read a book, doing some coffee, and I see this person by themselves, and they just, I see a lot of relaxation we go for you. You will page a lot, you will heal a lot, you will forgive a lot. And this is actually very good for you. And this gives you a lot of control. And this is interesting. I see the more you forgive, the more you have control over your life, and the energies give you more opportunities. The universe gives you more possibility. The more you forgive, the more you're in control. Because I have to say this many times, I guess, because this is being yelled at me. I have to tell you, I see you in peace. I'm very happy. This was a fantastic reading. I hope that you enjoyed it, Rico. Thank you so much for your attention. And until the next time, stay blessed.